Hey guys, Sarah with 3 Raptor Consulting here. I wanted to talk to you guys a little bit about giving referrals. So I have really struggled with giving referrals for employees in the past. It can be a great opportunity. It can also be a really difficult and challenging opportunity. So here's what I want to start this video off and remind you of. Legally, all we can say is if that employee is hireable, what their date of hire was, and what their end date was. And when I say if they're hireable, I mean, can we rehire them? So would we rehire them? What was their start date and what was their end date? We really can't say anything else about the employee legally. We really need to be careful how we communicate information with them. So here's a little trick I learned, because in all the years that I've been leading and managing, especially working at nonprofits, I've had some interesting employees working for me. And when I say interesting, I mean people who just thought maybe it would be an easy job, or because it was nonprofit work, it wasn't as serious. I don't know what they were thinking. So I had this one employee who actually threatened to kill me because I told him he needed to follow the rules. So I honestly didn't think he'd put me down or list me as a reference, but he did. But knowing this and knowing that I couldn't say that, hey, he threatened to kill me, so I really wouldn't recommend hiring him, I thought, how am I going to do this without slandering this employee, without creating an issue that could get me into some legal trouble? And so here's what I did. I said very politely to the HR person on the phone, I said, hey, listen, this has nothing to do with you. I have no idea who you are, and so I'm really sorry to say this to you, but me personally, I will not be a reference for this person. Professionally, personally, I cannot and will not be a reference. I cannot give them any kind of positive reference to work anywhere. Please remove my name from their application. So that's how I solved that problem. I made it about me and my comfort level. And I'll tell you that HR person was extremely shocked. They were very polite back to me, but the review didn't go as they expected it, so they definitely noted that it was a negative review, but I did it without slandering the person. The other thing that I have done in the past is I have just kind of tried to use my tone. Like, no, that person is definitely not rehirable, or something like that. But you want to be very careful what you put out there. Now, I have been asked to write so many letters of reference, probably because I have been, because I've employed a lot of college students, right, or a lot of people going to college. And so I always try to find out what this reference letter is for, and then I try to do a little bit of research on that agency or college or program so that I can directly relate what that person did to the program or place that they're going. And I always try very hard to give concrete evidence and not use general terms. Like, if they were really great at always being punctual, I would say, they were consistently punctual, they exhibited great time management skills, and they were always able to complete their projects and assignments on time. I tried really hard to give just very, very solid facts that could be backed up by evidence versus just putting my emotion in there. So my reference letters probably were a little different because I did choose to focus on that, but in essence, I think that makes them a little bit stronger because it really talked and showed what that person was capable of, not what I thought of that person. So I've always tried to fall back onto those moments of facts. And I'll tell you what, when I know that I'm employing a lot of kids that are going to want reference letters, I usually try to type up a template that makes it easy for me to just go in and change it for each person. So remember, by law, all we can do is say if that person is rehirable for our organization, the date of hire, and the date that they left service. That's all that we can say. And we have to just move forward from there. So I hope this helps. If you have any questions or need any clarification, let me know. I'd be happy to speak to you one-on-one on this. I'd even be happy to coach you through some calls or how to help you give really great references, or how to communicate very clearly that person was not a good fit without slandering the person. So have a great day, and